I know you're thinking to yourself, how can I improve my FC25 experience? Look no further. MMOEXP has the best, cheapest coins on the website. Best price, best guarantee. Use the code META for 8% off, bro. You can get literally any card. Go check them out right now. The 4-3-3-4 has always been a formation that's very attacking. It's been a formation that, in my opinion, has always kept afloat in Ultimate Team, bro. Like, every time I verse this formation, every time someone that knows how to utilize it always cooks me, because I just feel like it's very balanced. It has such a nice attacking slash like pressing type of format. So let's get into it. I want to showcase the best tactics and stuff to use with this formation. Obviously the pinned comment will be the code, and I will obviously play a game to showcase how good this formation is. Now, it's similar to the previous 4-3-3-4 that I did, but I think with this time it's got the short passing. Why I like the short passing is you need to have someone to at least, like, you know, come close to. Obviously they don't have, as I'd say, attacking elements like obviously balanced or counter, but I do like that you have that short, you know, person to pass to, and you can create that tiki-taka movement, kind of like the 4-1-2/2, and then obviously high defensive approach. I don't go too high due to the fact that this formation doesn't have CDMs, and you already know in the game that unfortunately with CDMs you cannot really I'd say not press, but you cannot really like mark runs and stuff as if you had CDMs, if that makes sense. So yeah, with the CMs, unfortunately sometimes they don't really like penetrate, if that makes sense. So yeah, but we do have defense approach still being a little bit high. Obviously you want to at least attack, you want to at least have that press, you know, second man press alongside high defensive approach really makes nice line height, and I'd say the team works in harmony indeed. We're going to move over to the actual tactics though and roles. Now, in my personal opinion, now as you can see, I've got a couple of loans in the team because I want to showcase how OP it is when you have the ++ on each respective roles that you need to apply, bro. Like, if you got obviously, let's start off with the striker, advanced forward for the main man Eusebio ++, bro. Very, very insane when it comes to like the movement patterns, when it comes to positioning. Having the ++, bro, it is so OP this year. I say this year, it's literally the only year that they've added it, but what I'm trying to say is, in terms of like tactics, please, bro, try and make use of the ++. I mean, plus is okay, but ++ makes the card insane, trust me. Yeah, and then obviously two wingers, it's always going to be inside forward. I've just always kept it as that, and I used to have inside forward but attack for one of my right wingers or left wingers, but I felt like sometimes they don't really offer that, you know, extra pass when, let's say, you're defending or trying to build up attack. They're just always in the opposition's field, whereas with the balance they at least come back a little bit. So for me, I think that is perfect. We obviously got Kaka as the cam, very nice card in this game. Shadow Striker as well, which can implement as a striker, obviously with the attack. Shadow Striker ++, bro, basically acts as a striker as well. And what he does so well, what I've noticed, is because he's like a big boy, the implementation of his strength and physicality is amazing. Very nice card indeed. But yeah, I'd say for the most important position is probably going to be your two CMs. Always, bro, they're the heart of the team. They're the persons that literally sweep, you know, clean up. You need to have one, I'd say, someone like the defensive type of player, like Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Not really the greatest player under the sun. I'll be honest, I don't really have the greatest players, but I don't really play the game as much. But when I do these tactics videos, I at least try to play a couple of games just to see how the formation is treated. And also, I feel like playing with worse players low-key shows how good a formation is, because it's reliant on how well the formation plays instead of actually having good players, if that makes sense. So yeah, Hakan Çalhanoğlu obviously holding and defend. You need to have, I'd say, one beast, someone like a Ruud Gullit, a Vieira. So having them at holding plus defend, obviously if they have the ++, much better. And we have one small player that kind of cleans up as well, but also kind of acts as a roaming type of CM. I don't really have her on roaming. I used to have playmaker roaming. I felt it's a little bit too attacking, so having her as box to box, she comes, collects, and then obviously attacks when she needs to. And having her as the ++, this Aitana Bomotti, very nice card, bro, and very cheap if I'm not mistaken. I think she's like 300-400k. Yeah, we've got obviously the goalkeeper being on defend, and obviously goalkeeper ++. Pope, in my opinion, just works. He does the job. Very tall as well. Obviously has decent playstyle pluses. I'd say the most OP now is probably rush out, far reach. I'd probably say deflector plus for the goalkeeper. In my opinion, some people do run a balanced with goalkeeper plus plus. I just felt I like moving my keeper out myself. That's why I have it always at defend goalkeeper. But two center backs always defend. That's just pretty standard. And most defenders, I'd say center backs, center halves, are having the defender plus plus. It's just mandatory at this point. Otherwise, you'll be at a disadvantage. We do have our fullbacks now. Bit of an interesting one. I actually had a couple of days back, I had him at fullback defend. What I like about fullback balance though, if you look at the heat map, right, they don't really clash too much with the center backs. They actually have that like passing option to go up a little bit, but also have that like width, you know, they separated as opposed to kind of compact. Because I felt sometimes when you have your fullbacks at like compactness, you know, with the center backs, it just leaves gaps, bro. And let's say if someone's running down the wing, they're gonna run all the way down the wing and trying to cut in, if that makes sense. Or not try to cut in, but like run down the wing and then kind of play that pass where they are at the wing, if that makes sense. So having them at fullback balance just works beautifully, and you can actually check Cafu, especially Pickett as well. They attack sometimes, so but most of the time they do obviously defend, and obviously having the fullback plus plus makes the card's positioning much better. Like you'll actually see if you don't have fullback plus plus or plus, like someone for instance like Bale, bro, doesn't really defend that well, doesn't have the physicality or positioning like someone that has the plus. It's very, very like, it makes sense how it is, but yeah, just make sure you have the plus plus. It's so OP, man. But yeah, let's jump in a game. I'll showcase this 4-3-3-4 and let's go. Now check out Eusebio. Make use of Eusebio's runs, and he already scores a goal. I mean, if you have the plus plus, man, like the Eusebio card is amazing already, but if you have the plus plus, it just makes the card seem so much better, man. Thierry Henry, I have him on the left wing. Not really a left wing, but these are the type of cards you need in this game. Due to the positioning. I mean, look at the passing now. We've got obviously Nwaneri. Oh, unlucky right there for that drop of the shoulder. Obviously, also, like, if you see that the defense is not on par, by all means, you can just lower the line height. At the end of the day, this formation is very attacking, so you're gonna obviously concede some goals, especially not having the CDM formation players. Okay, that was such a dumb goal, I cannot lie to you. Oh my days, Eusebio, unfortunately offside, but did you see how good that interplay was? Very, very nice in terms of attack. It's kind of like you have that CF as well when you have obviously Cam Kaka with Shadow Striker, so yeah. Oh, that is just beautiful, man. Yeah, I won't lie, that is all me, but as you can see, the formation, very, very nice press. It's not too much to the point where, you know, you're going to lose players out of position and there's going to be gaps. It's a nice, you know, I'd say balance. It's a little bit high, but obviously the formation itself is very, very high. So you need to obviously penetrate with attack. But look at Kaka, man. Acts as a cam / striker. It's very, very nice. It's rewarding, if you could say that. I'll be completely honest, the way you win this game is you need to have probably the most influential CMs, like guys that just absolutely body players. So if your CMs are really good, that obviously act as CDM sometimes, like obviously Ruud Gullit, then by all means, man, it's going to help you so much. Beautiful goal from Eusebio. We are not doing the best in terms of defense, but I just feel like that's just the power curve of my team. Don't really have the best players on, right now, but if you obviously have the best players, trust me, this formation is going to do well. Beautiful goal, beautifully worked. I don't know if you guys seen Bonmati push up with the ball. That's exactly the type of CM you need. Someone that can just transition, you know. So as I said, man, the CMs are very, very important in this formation. Beautifully worked. Let's go, man. We always come up on top in terms of, I mean, even our players aren't the best. We do have loans, but they are kind of carrying. So if I just had better players all around, then this formation is going to be used so well. And there we have it, 6-3 boys. We have definitely desecrated this guy. I think that's deserved for sure. 6-3 though, as you can see, the formation's very attacking. Sometimes in some instances, I'd say my team definitely didn't carry me. I needed to have better players to obviously see out the game and kind of not really concede so much goals, bro. But yeah, I definitely think if you have better players, especially defensively, you are going to be sound. Tell me if you're going to use this formation. I will catch you boys in the next one. Yeah, 4-3-3-4 has always been a go-to of mine, man. It's so attacking, so very nice. Fluid football, you could say. But yeah, I'll catch you boys in the next one, man. Peace.